What's up, bub? What's up, guys? I want to do a quick little video on the car. I just cleaned it up. It's a beautiful day out today, and some people showed some interest in it, so I figured I'd talk a little bit about it. I'm not a car guy per se. Of course, I love cars, but I'm not like, I don't know everything there is to know about cars, like some dudes. It's a dude thing. I'm interested, but I have too many hobbies. But anyway, I love this car. This is my 1987 Monte Carlo LS. Since I've owned this car, I probably had at least a dozen people stop me to say, oh, cool car and everything, which makes you feel great. But of course, everyone thinks it's an SS, which of course is the more powerful brother to this car. The LS is luxury sport, as opposed to the SS is super sport. This one was built a little bit more for comfort and less for speed. But anyway, this one has the odometer showing 21,900 something miles, which more than likely is 121,000. Plus, you have to walk through the crinkly leaves, don't you? Just tell me I have to pick them up. Anyway, ADD anyone? Yeah, in 87, Chevy dropped their economy model of the Monte Carlo, and they just stuck with this, the LS, and then of course the SS. So it's, a pivotal year. It's also a design change that year. I like it. I think it's really cool looking. It's got some class to it. It actually has some lines. A lot of people complain new cars don't have, individuality. I think there are some cool cars that come out and stuff, but sometimes there's just, it's not as cool. I don't know. They're just not as unique. This is definitely unique. This is my old man car. I don't mind driving it like an old man. But anyway, eventually I want to get a regular car, a daily driver, make this a project. I would like to eventually paint it. It needs a little bit of body work. As far as, the mechanical side of things, right now it needs a gasket for the oil pan, which is a simple part, but from what I understand, it's a pain in the butt. You have to lift the motor up to get to it, so it's a $200 or $300 job. But besides that, mechanically it runs great. It's a 4.3 liter V6. It's a 3-speed automatic, rear wheel drive, which is of course a lot of fun in the snow. Whether you mean to or not, you're certainly gonna do some donuts and spin around. In fact, I did a video on that. But honestly, it wasn't that bad. I get some bad winters up here, but there's only a select amount of days where you really just can't drive. I don't care if you have a tank. It's just too much of a storm, but it got me through the winter, so I can't complain about it. Thing weighs 3,200 pounds, or 3,283 pounds to be exact. Top speed on this is 116 miles an hour. The odometer only shows 85. Once you hit 85, you feel like you're doing a little bit faster, but you don't really know. I had to actually look it up. 116 is the top speed for this. 0 to 60, an impressive 11 seconds. So, stock, it's not a race car. It's cool though. It's very cool. Get about 295 miles out of a gallon of gas, roughly 19 miles a gallon, 24 highway. So anyway, I just show around a little bit. Like I said, just cleaned it up. Even though there are some dings and scratches and nicks, I still try to clean it. And my friend Charlie really helped me out, showing me how to detail it. He does detailing professionally, and threw some wax on it and stuff. Of course, got to have the Glock plate. I'm sure you can see that without my shadow. Protected by Glock, and it is protected by Glock at all times. But this car, I'm the second owner. Actually, I'm the third owner. The original owner. Oh, I love when the phone rings when I'm doing a video. There's 3 owners. The original owner got into an accident. You can see, obviously, they replaced fender piece, and the door was replaced. No frame damage or anything like that. It was just a little bit of a fender bender, no pun intended. But it was kind of babied for a long time, and then the second owner just used it as a daily driver, and then I'm the third owner. So that's it. Of course, it has to be painted and stuff after the body work gets done. They're not original wheels or tires on them, but it is comfortable. One of the coolest things about this car is the bench seat. I have to say, that's my favorite part of it. This is like, I'm telling you, it's like driving your buddy's beat up, really comfortable, broken in couch. It is a pleasure. And that's the big difference between the luxury sport and the super sport, is that the SS versions had bucket seats, for racing and stuff. And this is built for comfort. This baby is comfortable, I promise you. Of course, an aftermarket cheapo Pioneer stereo, and runs good. I can't complain. It's It's comfortable. It's definitely roomy. This whole, bench seat slides. The back seat's actually really roomy as well. Like I said, it's built for comfort rather than speed. But it's interesting. I like it. Actually, one of the cool things about it, even though it's such a minor detail. By the way, you see that I took the decals out of the window. I had decals in there. When I got it, there was a decal on the top right-hand corner. I'll show you a picture right now. The decal on the top right-hand is of an Indian, and he's slouched over and he's on a horse, and there's the whole story behind it of the Indian who died on the horse, and the horses were so trained that, walked back all the way back to the camp or something with the dead soldier. It's actually a really cool story. I'm butchering it. You look it up sometime. It's the dead soldier on the horse. I don't know, Google it. But it's a really cool story, and the person who had this before me, this guy Eric, was a really nice guy who sold me the car. He has that on all of his vehicles, and it's kind of a good luck symbol, to make sure all of his family gets home and safe and all that kind of stuff. But when that decal was on there, I figured, I'll throw some other decals on there. So in the middle, you see I have, of course, I'm a NASCAR fan, and my friends happen to tell me that I am a butt rider, a tailgater, so I got the sticker. It says I'm not tailgating, I'm drafting. So if you watch NASCAR, you'll get that. If you don't, you don't. So be it. And then the top left corner, I have the Yale logo, not because I went there, but because Gus is a Yale heirloom. His grandfather is the Handsome Dan. Well, one of them anyway. There were a few. So he's got some Yale blood in him, plus has the Bulldog on there, so it's pretty cool. Cleaning up today, I decided to take all the decals off. The decals they're cool. I like them and stuff, but they make them seem like just a teenager's car. Not that it's bad or anything, but it's a classy car. I like it, and I don't need the stickers in the window. I want to try to keep it kind of original and stuff. So that's the deal with that. But one of the things I like about the most is this. You pull down the license plate to fill it. That's where my gas cap is, which I like because I can pull into a gas station on either side, either direction. It's such a small detail, but it's something that I really like. Well, that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, there's not a whole lot to say about the car. I like it. It drives good. It needs work. Like I said, I want to get some body work done to it. I want to get it painted. I want to get a dual exhaust for it, and that'll be a project car for me in the future. Don't want to do a whole lot to it. Just want to keep it somewhat original. I'm not trying to beef it up and make it real fast and stuff. I don't need to race with it or anything. I just want it to sound cool and look cool and stay clean and work. That's not asking much, right? But it's definitely going to be a secondary car for me in the future. I'd like to drive it as little as possible now. It is 25 years old, so it's a classic car now. You can get real cheap insurance on it, but not as my daily driver. So hopefully in the future you'll see some project videos on this once I get a different car. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Gus likes it. Gus goes for rides in it, right, Gus? Yeah, put a blanket in there so you don't make a mess. Hops right in there, so it fits a Bulldog perfectly fine, and he falls asleep in there just like I almost do with that seat. It's ridiculous. If you've never driven in a car, if you're watching this and you're like 11 and you've never seen a bench seat before, you are missing out. Seriously, you can fall asleep driving this thing. It is such a pleasure to drive. Suspension's really good on this. It's kind of like a Cadillac. You're floating down the road. Well, not these roads. Pennsylvania, roads look like Swiss cheese here. I don't know what the deal is with that, but there's constant construction, and it's horrific, I tell you. But that's all. So there's my 87 Monte Carlo Luxury Sport. I like it. Hopefully you do too. So feel free to make video responses now. You have a good excuse to show off your car, whether it's a huge pile of crap or an awesome sports car. I love to see all of them, so all video responses welcome. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I talk everyone to sleep, don't I? Take it easy, guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.